Hey guys, and we're back for part 3 of Tarot Tuesdays. So if you guys are with me in part 1 or part 2, obviously there were some hiccups and there were some things going on, and I just want to let you guys know first off, there was no hack. There wasn't anything that was being hacked. I looked into this while we were on the break, and here's what I figured out. So I will say this, if you guys missed part 1 or part 2, basically somebody was in the comments spamming, pretending to be people, and people were thinking their accounts were being hacked. So luckily I knew people personally that were in the chat, so I was able to text with them to find out, did you say this? Do you have control of your account? Was your account hacked? And I've had a few hours to kind of work on this, and so I kind of got to the bottom of everything. First, I checked my Google account. YouTube is through Google. My Google account was not hacked, okay? So you guys don't have to worry about being on my live stream earlier and you got hacked. My Google account was not. For the people that all of a sudden, you guys were in the comments and you guys were like, I didn't write that. Well, I've checked in with a few of you that I knew personally, and their accounts did not get hacked. So I doubt that yours did either. Here's what I figured out. So, it was definitely on YouTube end. When I go live and do the Tarot Tuesdays, I do Facebook and YouTube. Facebook had no problems. Facebook didn't have any spams. Facebook wasn't even getting the messages. So I know it wasn't a Facebook thing. I know it wasn't my Google account. And I know it wasn't the third-party site I used to multi-stream, meaning the third-party site streams Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Because if it was that site, it would be Facebook too, not just YouTube. So, I mean, even just simple process of elimination. If it's not my Google account, if it's not Facebook, if it's not the third-party site I use to stream on both, what's left? It's YouTube, right? And so there was some issue, even in the comments, people saying, well, it might be happening on other channels. So I'm just assuming that somebody was in there spamming. Now, they have apps that definitely do these type of things. I don't know all the technologies and how to hack and all the stuff, and so I don't know the ins and outs, but I would say all of your YouTube accounts, all your Google accounts are safe, because if mine is, and a couple of my friends that had the same issues as you guys saw in there, if theirs are fine, yours are going to be fine, right? And so here's what I've kind of came to the conclusion of. And I've seen other people have said I did some research that kind of had similar experiences, right? Have you ever heard of those apps that like, you can mirror a phone number and you can like make up any phone number. And so I could call your phone number from your actual phone number, right? And it looks like you're calling yourself, and you're like, what? And so you can put in any phone number in. So what I'm assuming is there was somebody just bored, had nothing else to do. And it was just like, he had some, again, I don't know, some app or something to change the username, because it was just sitting there screwing around putting stupid stuff in, and it was something like a little kid would say, right? Like a teenager. And so I was just like, it wasn't even I don't know. So I'm just assuming somebody was a spammer, somebody had nothing else to do and was able to change the username. As from the research, no Google accounts got hacked. It wasn't on Facebook. It wasn't on the site. It process elimination. All that was left is it happened on YouTube, and somebody was just spamming the comments. So however they were able to just make believe that you were making those comments, it wasn't true, because I was even texting back and forth with somebody and they're like, I can still comment. It'd be like them impersonating so-and-so. Like one of the people on there was talking to me was John Lust. And so John would actually make a real comment, and then somebody would pretend they're John, and then John would make a comment, and then somebody would pretend that they're John, and he's like, I can still comment. I have full control of my Google account. Somebody's just like impersonating me. So again, they probably had some third-party site to say, hey, I'm going to make it look like I'm taking over your account. And like I said, the people I spoke with have checked their Google accounts. There was no hacking. There is no hacking. It's just been a crazy day. So basically, I just decided just to avoid all the stuff today, just to film part 3 instead of going live, okay? In part 1, I know that there was 11 people scheduled for readings today. So in part 1, I did the first 4 people. I did Samiksha, I did Vanny Vajan, I did Aishwala, and I did Stacy Nicole. I started the 5th reading in part 1 for New Love. However, that's when I noticed all the spamming and I didn't know what was going on, so we got off the live. So I created part 2 of the video and I did New Love's tarot reading. That's about as far as I got. Again, the comments are getting flooded with spam. So I ended the live too, and I was just like, let me just make sure to protect you, to protect me, to make sure everybody's fine. Again, everything seems to be fine. So here we are back. We're going to do part 3. So the only thing that's going to be different with this is you guys can't really sign up for readings. I guess you could drop the hashtag free tarots into the chat. I'm just going to do a little spiel at the very beginning, and I'll probably do it again at the end. Instead of doing it, I normally do it in between each of the readings. However, since I'm not live and I'm not interacting with you guys, I'll just let you guys know, and you guys could drop it in the regular comments if you want. So if you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Astoria Dream. If you have no idea what I was just talking about, it's your first time tuning in, don't even worry about it. It was just spam, right, in the comments. However, I do go live on YouTube every Tuesday, and I do 11 free psychic tarot readings, okay? And I do want to say that when you guys sign up for a reading, you guys sign up for a scheduled reading in the future, because I am on a wait list. Normally on the live, I sit here and interact and go in the comments, and I get you guys signed up and we talk. However, I will just let you guys know one time at the beginning what to do to get to sign up for a scheduled reading. So if you guys want a free reading, all you have to do in the regular comments, right, because we're not live, just drop a hashtag free tarot and put your question after it, okay? Just let you guys know the reading will not be today. Obviously, we're not live. It will not be next week. I am on a wait list, okay? So we are on a wait list until July. Heads up, okay? So when you drop the hashtag free tarot in the chat, put your question after it. I'll get you on my list. And then in the description of the video next week, it will be updated with your when you can come back to watch your reading. It will say July something, right? Depends on when you drop the hashtag free tarot in, because I just take people first come, first serve. So the sooner you drop the hashtag free tarot, the sooner you secure your spot, okay? I believe we still have stuff open for that first Tuesday in July, because we just filled up June. So that's basically what you do if you want to get a free reading. And I'm just going to jump into the readings, and we're going to keep going, and I'll just do them back to back. We've got 6 people that still were scheduled, and it's not fair to them with everything that happened, especially if you guys were on the call earlier, like expecting to get your reading going, well, what happened, right? Because I know you guys signed up like months ago, so a lot of you have been waiting 2, 3, 4 months for your readings. So I wanted to make sure I could get everybody's readings out, and so that's why I'm just making a regular video that I will upload as soon as I am done. And so yeah, spot number 6, which out of the 11, right, will be the first one up today in part 3. Basically, who I'm about to read is Queen Munroe. And Queen Munroe actually has a question. It says, what do I need to know about my love interest? Okay, so I'm going to jump into Queen Munroe's reading, and we will see what we have. Okay. Okay. See if I can. Normally I film from a laptop and I go live, and it's, let me bring that down so you can guys see some of the cards. Okay. Yeah, I don't normally film from my phone on the live, because when I show you guys the cards, it shows backward. That's why I like to film from the laptop when I go live. But hey, we're gonna make do with what we got after the day it's been today, right? Okay. All right. Flirt. Keep it up. Whoa. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay. I don't like to take more than 3. It's like, what's many messages? What do I need to know about my love interest from Queen Munroe? Okay, there we go. Let's see, we've got codependency. Let's see, let's get some tarot. Okay, let's get 6 cards. Okay, so we got 6 of voices, but it's in reverse. There's the fear of letting go. That lines up with the codependency. Okay. I think they stay in relationships longer than they need to be. Knight of Materials, yeah. That's, I ain't going anywhere. 4 of Inspiration. In reverse. Unhappiness. Let me get 3 more cards. 5 of Emotions. more cards. Perfect. Three of Emotions in reverse. Queen of Voices. This person might have some mental conflict stuff going on. Most likely it came from parents. However, we're going to pull some clarifiers with this. Because, let's use this deck. Let's clarify the Six of Voices. Waiting results. Clarify the Knight. Give me a second, guys. Ace of Cups. Clarify the 4. Nine of Swords. Clarify the 5. I don't know, there's a lack of trust. Let me see. Sharpen instead of Queen of Swords. Wow, I've got Queen of Voices and Queen of Swords twice now. Same card, right? Of Earth. Let me just get a couple more cards. I'm going to jump in. Six of Fire. I don't know if that's temperament. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Five of Earth. Nine of Earth. I think when they're, it's interesting because I kind of feel, I don't want to say bipolar because I feel like it's a little extreme. But when they got it together, they're very level-headed and grounded, and I like their focused energy for you. But I don't know if I can count on that. That's why I'm like, it's kind of back and forth with the emotions, right? I don't know if they're a victim of their surroundings growing up. They have some past traumas here. That's for sure. Do I think you could make a relationship work? Sure. However, I don't want to say it's going to be much of a challenge. Look out for April. April seems like a good month in love. Okay, we've got the Fool. Six of Swords came in reverse. Wow. Six of Swords came in reverse twice now. You might be changing your mind about who you're interested in. Or there's some kind of dynamic shift because we've got the Ace of Swords coming out with the Fool. There's some fear of letting go, though, and I'm sure that's on their end. Unless that's you. But there's for sure, it's almost like this need to walk away. Let me get 3 on them and 3 on you. 10 of Wands on them. Yeah. The Tower in reverse on them. Let me get one more. 3 of Pentacles. Let me get 3 on your side. 2 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Wands. Let me get one more. There we go. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's confusion set in, and I don't know if it's like the role. Like, generally speaking, okay, you know, there is stereotypical energy of like how the man's supposed to be in a relationship and how the woman's supposed to be in a relationship. And there's something about breaking free of that pattern, maybe, meaning especially on their end. Maybe they were like trained and disciplined. A man has to be this, a man has to be that, right? And so I don't know if it, I don't want to say like it did a number on the head, but it's like, it's kind of got them questioning their role in a relationship. It might mess with their self-worth a lot because it's like what they feel and what they think they should do are like polar opposites. And that's probably why it's like that bipolar Betty energy I'm feeling. Again, do I think they're bipolar? No. But I think that unstable energy in the household came from upbringing. And it's almost like you have to be this. And men don't, again, it's just, I'm giving the energy of the stereotypical thing, right? Gender doesn't matter in tarot, and it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. I'm just going with an example. Maybe when you grow up, like you're the breadwinner and you make the money and you have to take care of, and you put all that financial pressure on the men, right? And so it's that type of energy. So whatever they got growing up, it was like drilled into them, almost like drill sergeant of you have to be this in the relationship, right? And so there's some kind of internal battle they're going through because it's not fitting with the mold that who they are true at their core. And so I think that they're going to break free of it. What do you need to know about their love interest? It's almost like this battle of the Lovers, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, High Priestess. That's such a strong word, though. I hate saying stuff like that. I just heard it, though. It's like they've got some demons, right? But it all comes from childhood. They've just got some blocks. It's like rebellion energy, right? And so I think they don't know what to do with it because they were like so disciplined with how they are supposed to be. I think those gender roles are switching for them, and I think it's kind of messing with their head a little bit. I mean, I'd be patient with this person for sure. Whimsy, Ace of Pentacles, Strength, the Chariot. As I'm looking at it, I don't know if I would bother with this relationship right now. Not meaning it would make you unhappy. Not meaning this person doesn't have feelings for you. It just seems like they've got some stuff that they need to work out right now. If I'm doing, like, I feel like I'm doing the reading for them, meaning I would tell them love should not be the center of your energy right now. That's not what I would put on my main focus. If I were reading for them, like advice, I would say take love off the table. So that's why I'm like, you want me to sit here and say what they think about you, what they feel about you? I don't think that should be their focus at all at the moment. They've got some stuff that they're working out, and it's not that it's distracting, but it kind of is when they're trying to break free of this stuff. I don't even think that they know that all this stuff is going on like that, though. Yeah, they got some challenges right now. Like, I would be a very supportive friend to them. If you're already in a relationship with them, there's the World. Yeah, you two are definitely meant to meet. There's the Queen of Wands. Just be their guiding light. Be the supportive friend. Be what they need, because I don't think they need any more pressure. Queen of Cups, King of Swords. I don't know. Or maybe they feel like their masculinity is being threatened, or they're rejecting their feminine side. Because again, if you grow up with that masculine role and you are more dominant in your feminine energy, it kind of mess with the psyche a little bit. So what do you need to know? They've got some family upbringing blocks right now. They're kind of going to be on this path for the next 6 months. In your role, whether this is a friend that you have a crush on, or this is a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a husband or wife, or fiance, whoever they are to you, is just really give them space to express their sexuality in the way that they feel. Like, no judgment. Don't challenge their authority. Don't diminish their masculinity, or let them be feminine and creative. Like, it doesn't matter if they're, I'm not getting, is it a guy or girl? It doesn't really matter. It's just that energy that's going on within them. Something's cultivating within one of those energies. It's like, this is just an example. It's like their main essence. We all have feminine and masculine energy, right? And so if their main essence is of the feminine, but all that they grew up with was like that masculinity being shoved down their throat, like, this is the chance to awaken and get in touch with that feminine energy so they could live through their one's always a little bit stronger, right? That's your essence. And so this is their chance to like ignite that. And I think they have to figure this out on their own. So that's why it's like, for them, I would kind of leave it alone right now. I wouldn't put any pressure on them. They probably have enough pressure going on in their head. But again, just be the supportive role. Like, I don't care if it's the wife, the girlfriend, the friend, just be supportive. And I wouldn't add any extra pressure because, I don't know, they probably feel very judged and very misunderstood. So that's what I feel is going on with them. And so your role is just to be caring, understanding, and non-judgmental, and giving them room to either express their masculinity or express their femininity, however that plays out for them, right? Okay, so we're going to wrap up Queen Munroe's reading. And for the next person up on the readings today, we have Rashali Bhandari. Vaishali Bhandari, and if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. The exact spelling will be in the description of the video. Plus, you've signed up, so you probably knew you were getting your reading today. Give me a second as I get these cards back all put up, and we'll jump into the next spot. Let's see. We're doing these not live. I'm used to like in between we do the readings. This is my chance to like putting the cards back, talking to you guys. What's up? Just doing my little spiel. How you guys can sign up for the free readings and all that stuff. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's not the same. It's not the same energy, right? I can sit here and film the video. It's fine. But like, I feel your guys' energy when I do the live. And it's like, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. What do we got? All right, got so many cards out. One more, two more. There we go. Okay, so for Vaishali, you have a question. What does Anju feel about me? Will he take any actions towards me? Ooh, this one actually has me excited. Complete energy shift. But let's see. Okay, so first let's pull on what does Anju feel about me. Okay, 10 of Cups in reverse. Two of Swords. Ooh, they might, who do they have their eye on though? There's the Magician, 8 of Pentacles. Somebody, they've had a secret crush or secret love affair for some time. I'm not sure if that's you yet though. Let's see, we'll pull some clarifiers. Clarify the 10 of Cups, which is in reverse. 5 of Earth. Clarify the 2 of Swords. Queen of Water. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. I think it's just a friend vibe. 8 of Pentacles. Clarify the Magician. Six of Earth, 9 of Water. I don't think they want to lose you as a friend overall. Because it kind of feels like, you know when somebody develops feelings for a friend, but like they don't ever actually act on it because they're too afraid to ruin the relationship and they don't want to lose the friendship. That's what it kind of feels like. That even if they do have feelings, I don't know if they would tell you because I think they respect you too much. I think they have you on a pedestal. Let me get 3 more cards to clarify what I'm feeling. On what does Anju feel about Vaishali? I'll get 3 more cards to clarify that. What else flipped? Muse of Materials, the Chariot in reverse, the Devil. Yeah, I don't see them coming forth, at least anytime soon. What was the second part of the question? Will he take any actions towards me? With reluctance and hesitation, yes, but I don't know if it's what you're thinking or expecting. Hold on. Hold on. What is this? What am I getting? Let me grab a different deck here. That's kind of bittersweet. Let me see. Will we take any actions towards me? Okay. 2 of Wands, King of Swords, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Wow, the Magician came out twice. I think they have their eye on the prize with somebody else, to be honest. It's like there's not love lost. And I don't want this to come out the wrong way. Because I don't know, I'm kind of feeling something. And I'm going to explain it the only way I know how to say it, but it's not going to sound right. It's not, okay, they've got feelings for 2 people. And it's not like one is stronger or one's better. So I don't want you to think, oh, this is the person they end up, this is the person they like, this is the person they chose. Well, I was second best, right? I don't want you to think that, because I think they hold a very high regard for you. And it's almost like they have you on this little pedestal. But I don't think you're going to be the one they choose, because there's that fear of like losing the relationship. So any action steps towards you? 3 of Wands, the World. Yeah, the Empress. Wow, another 3. 7 of Wands, Ace. That's interesting. Yeah, there's 7 of Swords. Wow, 2 7s. 2 3s. I kind of feel like you're always going to be waiting with this person, though. Which I don't really think is fair to you. I think they're chasing a dream. You can only chase the dream for so long. Like, when do you make the dream a reality, right? And I don't want you to stay in the energy of like chasing the dream, and then the dream never comes because you're still just chasing it. That's what the energy feels like. So I wouldn't sacrifice your needs and your wants and put like all of that on hold while you wait for this person, because you might just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. So, they've still got something unresolved with an ex too, but I don't see that either coming to completion or coming back again for at least 8 months. Meaning there's something going on with an ex in 8 months. Meaning in 8 months they might get back with an ex, or if they're already with that person, they're going to be in that relationship for 8 months. But again, I don't want you sitting there waiting for 8 months going, oh, well, I'll get chosen next. Don't be pick me next and be second best, right? I want you to find your happiness. Somebody's going to pick you as number 1 and pick you where you don't have to like left feeling uncertain about what do they feel about you, okay? Okay. All right. So that is Vaishali's reading. And up next we have Kritikaa. No, that's an A. Kritikaa. Guys, I'm so sorry. I have such a problem pronouncing names, I swear. At least when we're on the live, you guys kind of laugh with me and I don't feel so stupid, right? Kritikaa. Oh, God, guys, is it going to be in the video? Critique. It's pretty sad, guys. It's every week watching me try to pronounce names. Actually, it's kind of funny because sometimes you're like, oh, you pronounced it right. I'm like, seriously? I did? What? Okay. Kritikaa. We got it. All right. Perfect. You are up next and you have a question, or you just have what you want your reading on. So you said good changes ahead in future. Okay, so let me get these cards up. In Kritikaa, we will get into your reading. Man, those lives, like, they're my whole day, because normally they're like in the morning, and so it's like almost evening here now. And I don't know, just like my Tuesdays are always pretty much like structured, because there's like time schedules and stuff, and so everything was like chopped up in different parts and pieces, and so it's been an interesting day. So, all right, Kritikaa, we are going to do good changes ahead in the future. Let's see. I do want to say this. I was going to try to basically pull on just weeks, months this year, you know, Not that anything you're going to have any blocks between now and then, but you have more money coming in 2023 than you will in this year, okay? Let me see. There's a lot of financial gain in 2023, going all the way through 2024. You'll be riding that wave for some time. Okay, Emperor, 9 of Wands, reverse, the wheel in reverse, bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. I don't know if you're longing to find your home, or your soul tribe family member, or you're missing home, but there's a longing energy here. Maybe trying to find your place in the world, maybe your purpose. There's something going on there. Let's grab some more cards. So we have Justice in reverse, 8 of Earth, 5 of Earth, Ace of Air. I think you, I don't know if you're too in your head. I want you to be decisive. Be very clear cut what you want. Don't overthink. Just act. Some people are the opposite. Some people, depending on your type, right? Some people are very much like wishy-washy and they don't want to make a decision. And their energy type might say, hey, sleep on it a day, meditate it, process, like don't make any decisions in the moment. I know for me, I'm not one who should ever make a decision in the moment, right? I'm the one who needs to take a couple days on it. I learned that in a human design reading. However, there are people that are, you need to make that split decision. When you have that gut feeling, act on it. Now, I don't know your human design type, and I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm telling you in the reading, especially right now where your energy's at, that's the energy type you have today. So I'm going to say, I don't want you to overthink. I don't want you to get in your head. For you, I want you to act and make decisions. The reluctance to make a decision is kind of stopping you from going forward in a lot of directions in life. Love, home, family, work, a lot of things. Because you're too much in your head. I want you to get out of your head. 3 of Swords, yeah, causing a heartache. If you have a feeling, whether it's a gut feeling, your intuition, or whatever you want to call it, trust it. Don't overthink it. You feel it, just do it. I had this thing I do, right? I used to be somebody who wasn't motivated, and I had like this lazy procrastination, energy, because I grew up very entitled, and so it was very much like, someday, right? And I never get anything done. So for me, if there's the energy of like, I need something to do, or I have something to do, I don't think I just do. Second, I like get out of my head and I just do it. Now, there's difference between making a decision, right? If I'm going to launch a program or sign a new lease or do something big, I know I need to sleep on it. But for little task of, oh my God, I have to go to the grocery store. Oh, I should have set up this return. I should have listed this online. Like, instead of going, oh, I'll list tomorrow, I'll do laundry later. Like, I know those little spur of the moment things, like little mundane tasks, I have to just do because I'll put those off. My like to-do list, my laundry list of the house ends up like 1 or 2 things. There's like 50 things and none get done. I put it off. So like that to-do list, I know I just have to act. That's kind of you. But yours is kind of a more general meaning, right? Just kind of in all things, right? So if you have a feeling, trust the feeling, listen to your heart, trust that gut feeling, trust your intuition. I want you to just act and not think. Like when I know, man, I need to go take the trash out, but it's cold. It's like negative 72 million degrees here. I don't want to go outside, right? And so I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. And then the sun goes down and gets colder. And I'm like, I'm being a little dramatic, right? But you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, no, take the trash out right now. Just go do it, right? It takes 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back in, now what, right? So for you, even if it's not a mundane, simple task, just do it. You feel you do it, because the second you don't, the second you talk yourself out of doing it in that moment, I don't think you're going to do it. You get too in your head, and you probably spiral out of like, I ain't doing anything, right? And for whatever reason, right? And then you might be beating yourself up with a lot of regrets and coulda, shoulda, woulda. So, good changes in the future. Well, as soon as you start trusting that gut feeling, that intuition, and you start acting, I don't care what it is, just I need you to move forward with something. Things will start to roll. You're going to get that momentum ball rolling for you. This is going to build. It will continue to build with you all the way over the next, I don't think you're going to need to build anymore by 2025, but you'll notice huge payoffs by 2023. It will stick with you through 2024. That ball kind of just settled in a good way, right? I think your energy is settled. You now have a new energy type, right? And so now, and not that it's going to take you this long. I'm just trying to prove what I'm saying with energy, right? So now you've like retrained your energy type in your mind and your brain. And so now it's just, you don't have to think, it just becomes a part of you, like second nature. And I don't think it's going to take that long. It's just things are climaxing and climaxing. They just keep climbing until at some point you energetically can't climb anymore. And so that's why it just kind of levels out into you, into your true vibration, which is a good state of being. So the changes I see for you coming forward, yeah, there's the death in reverse. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Bottom of the deck, yeah, ace in reverse because you want to. I know, sorry guys, we're not on their laptop. Their cards are showing up reversed, backwards. You have to allow the changes to happen, let the love in. You just have to make some decisions. Let me see if there's anything else. Ace in reverse again. Wow. We're just at the bottom of the deck. This is Ace of Materials. That's Ace of Pentacles. Funny, funny, funny. Same cards. There's the World. Yeah. It's Justice in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups in reverse. It's not that this has put your life on hold, but it's slowed your momentum down. If you're looking to find a better lover, if you're looking to a better relationship, a better home, a better job, more money, whatever it is, that's what it kind of feels like it's on hold. Because here's what's happening within you. Spirit, the universe, God, the angels, whoever you relate with, is seeing that you can't make the decision. And so it kind of leaves you stuck. And so since you're like, oh, I can't decide, right? The universe is like, I can't decide, because that's your vibration. So the universe is going to keep matching you that. That's why it's almost very important for you on the next steps going forward and what changes to come in. Because when you get out of your head and you start making these decisions, I feel like then the universe will go, you're a very decisive person. You're an action taker, right? The word action is in law of attraction, right? It's one of the things that you need to know about manifestation and law of attraction, right? We have to meet spirit halfway, right? We are physical beings, right? And so we need that action energy, but we are also the spiritual beings, metaphysical. It's metaphysical and physical meet together, right? So in order for that energy to come meet you, you have to kind of meet it halfway. Fate and free will meet together, right? Halfway. So that's what the universe is kind of matching what you're giving the universe. And so since you're like in your head, it's kind of like put a stop on a lot of progression in your life. And so how you can get out of stuck, stagnant energy is to get out of your head, right? Don't think, just act. When you feel, just act. You feel, you do. You feel, you don't think, you just do, okay? This is going to create momentum that's going to stick with you. It's going to build, it's going to build, it's going to build. It's going to get you out of your stuck, stagnant energy, right? It's what you need to go forward, to progress in a lot of areas of your life, okay? All right. Kritikaa, we are done with your reading. We are going to move on to writer writing. Okay, so writer writing is a question as well. And it says, what is A thinking about me? Steps he is going to take. All right. Switch positions here. Let's see what A is thinking about writer. Wow. 9 of Inspiration, Death, the Sun, all in reverse. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, starting off with 4 of Wands. Let's ask direct questions. First, what is A thinking about me? King of Swords, the Star in reverse. 3 of Swords. Why do I think that you could be the end-all be-all, but I don't know if they're going to either profess their love, or maybe you know that there's feelings. There might not be commitment. There might be a third-party energy. I think they live in the past a lot. I think they're stuck in the past. Maybe what somebody else did, fear of getting hurt. I think they're probably, I don't know if it's fear of rejection, but whatever they truly desire. 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups. Yeah, somebody else did this, not you. Okay. So they need to not blame you. They live in the past a lot. What does A think about you? Three of Swords in reverse. Wow. That's what I'm saying. Knight of Pentacles and Page of Wands. What does they think about you? My honest answer? I don't think it matters, because even if I told you they're head over heels in love with you, I don't think you're going to get the ending you want, because they're not coming forth. They're either stuck still in a marriage, they're either might have a third party situation, or they're too afraid of getting hurt from the past. They're too afraid to chase their dreams because of rejection. Whatever that is, I don't think it matters, because I could sit here and tell you they want to freaking marry you. They've even bought a ring, but you would never know, because I don't see them changing on this, at least right now. This is where the energy stands today. Now, if they do the real inner work and face the past and forgive whoever hurt them and leave the past in the past and not blame you or anybody else for what he, she, whoever did, I'm not saying in 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, this could be a different reading. Where I read it today, they have too much hurt going on. They live in the past too much, that it doesn't even matter what they feel, because you're not going to be with them. Steps he is going to take, we can look at that. Grab this deck. Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords is I'm leaving, I'm moving on, but it came out in reverse. Exactly what I was saying. Too afraid to budge, too afraid to make a move, okay? The Lover's in reverse, and I knew I should have shown it to you guys. When I picked up the deck, there was one card still on the table, and I peeked at it, and it was the World, and it was the World in reverse. So steps going forward towards you. There's no commitment. There's no this leading to the happily ever after, at least where it's at today. They need to let go of the past. They need to forgive. They need to find a place. They need to find somehow to forgive and leave the past in the past. When they do that, this reading can be different. But until then, I don't see it going anywhere between you two, because they've got maybe undying love still with another person, or maybe they had undying love for somebody that broke their heart and probably triggered some abandonment issue. And so now they'd rather live with the fear of rejection, because whatever happened broke their heart and they're not over it yet. So they've got some inner work to do at the moment. So I don't see any love between you and A, at least anytime in the near future. Sorry, writer. I'm sure that's not what you want to hear. I'm always just going to be a very blunt reader and tell you what it is. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I'll tell you exactly what it is. This way I don't want to be like, oh my God, they love you. They're coming to like propose tomorrow. And then you get your hopes up, right? I'm going to tell you what I see and what I feel, and not to be insensitive with your feelings or anything. That's just exactly what I was getting from the cards, very bluntly, okay? All right, so next up we have Love Miah. No questions, so we'll just do a general reading. Wow, I got a huge collective energy coming through. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be true, but I've never had that happen before. Now, I will say this, okay? People sign up for readings, and because they wait 2, 3, 4 months, sometimes they don't, not everybody comes back and watches them. Some people watch them on live. Some people come next week. Some people come months later. I had one person come in and they're like, oh, I had a reading. And they're like, oh, I didn't know. And I told them when it was, and they went back and watched it. Some people watch it months later. Now, I don't know if that's why I heard the word collective reading, meaning that Love Miah may never come back and watch this. Or maybe this message is for Love Miah, but also collectively, whoever is watching this as well might be a message for them. But it was like, bam, I got hit with the wave. I see blue and I feel it over here. This huge collective energy. So, and sometimes when I watch other people's readings, like I'm a Pisces, but sometimes if I watch like a Cancer, Capricorn, like I could relate with that as well. Sure, my moon and my rising, but like I could also be dealing with a Cancer, and so that message might make more sense to me. And so sometimes watching those readings, I'm like, oh, I get it too. And so sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I have to watch this reading. I don't even know a Taurus, but I'm watching this reading, and it's like, that message was for me, like Spirit brought you here. So if anybody outside of Love Miah is watching this, there might be a message there for you as well, right? But this is Love Miah's reading. I'm not taking anything away from Love Miah, Listen, there are collective lessons we all learn. And so this message for Love Miah might apply to multiple people, okay? Just as you do the general Pisces readings, multiple Pisces all relate with it. It's the general Pisces energy. So this might be a general collective message that Love Miah is like, oh my God, it's exactly what I wanted to hear. How did you know that? But hey, other people might relate with it as well. So we'll see. But again, this is me like figuring out what I heard from Spirit when I was like, collective. It was like, it took me back a second. I was like, whoa. It like smacked me. It was like a wave of energy. It's funny. Okay. The Star. 4 of Wands. The Fool. I feel like a study scholarship energy. That's so funny. There's something going on my left side. Your left side is your feminine, your spiritual, your receiving side. I don't know if that's going to be awoken. Let's see. There's the wheel. I love when the wheel comes out. And the freaking moon. And the star, guys. Okay. There's a huge lesson of love going on. We've got the 4 of Wands, but I think that's the journey you're either on or about to embark on, because the Fool came out in reverse, right? That's the scholarship energy, right? Like, I have to study. Could be taking a class. Could be just like a simple, like, they get free master classes all over. Like, could be just like a one-day Zoom thing. Could be a weekend thing. Could be a month thing, a year thing. There's something about, it could even be travel abroad, but there's something about, Ace of Air. Okay. There's something about like study, scholarship, school, learning. It also can be the other end of it. It can be coaching, mentoring, right? That could be you. Wow. We got the wheel and then the world in reverse. Check that out. All right. Let me get a couple more cards. Why is there a union at play here? Let me see. Which you can't see our divine plan, trust in the story. Let me see. Let me see what we got there. Let me see what we got. Let me get a couple more cards here. 10 of Cups, King of Wands, Strength, the Tower, 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, I want you to keep moving forward, no matter what. I know that's like a general blanket statement. I'm going to get into the details in a second. If your life feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, the universe is probably showing you something. It could be teaching you patience and to slow down a little bit, right? There's the energy of I got it, I'm in the flow, everything's good, and then like, oh, it's going to knock my butt. Why did I go back? Why did I have to learn this lesson again? Like, what's happening? And so there might be the energy to need to slow down a little bit and be patient. You might also be opening up your ears to actual listening on a whole other level. Whether that means clairaudience and you hear stuff from spirit, or you're hearing stuff from a mentor, a teacher, and you're learning, or you're becoming the teacher and mentor, and maybe you're going through like a scholarship program to get certified or licensed as a coach or a therapist or something. You might actually be having to learn something. Something is going on with the ears. Either you are learning and listening, or you're the one, I don't know which end it's on, student or teacher, but it's on one of those ends. For sure is coming in really strong. Okay? So no matter what happens, I need you to pick your, lift up your chin, smile, each day with dignity and grace, because there's the energy. I'm good. I'm happy to do it on the next, knocked on my butt. But no, Spirit wants you to kind of rise above, because I don't care if it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's probably causing you to slow down a little bit. There is this energy almost of a little bit of a planner. If you feel a little scatterbrained, you can schedule your priorities. That could also help. But there's all this positive movement forward about dreams, aspirations, hopes, whether it's actually love interest, a job, or career or home. There's something here regarding that. Which it does feel it's changing. So it could be new lover, new home, new job, something like that. But I think it's still in the works. I don't even see it happening right now or anytime, at least in the near future. And like the example, right? If you're going to school to get like, become like a licensed therapist, right? That takes a couple years. And so that's why it could still be in the work for some time, whatever this is. I don't actually see that final change or final destination with wherever you're going for a little bit, and that's fine. That's probably why you need to keep your ears open and listen and learn right now, which is fine. Positive movement forward. You need to stay solution focused. Life is going to throw you a bunch of curveballs. That's just life. It's how you pick yourself up. It's that resilience energy. I need you to have a ton of resilience. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Keep going. 2 step forward, 1 step back. Keep going. Always focus on the 2 step forward. If you focus on that 1 step back, you're going to stay in the 1 step back. You need to stay solution focused. 2 steps forward, 2 steps forward. It's how you pick yourself back up, because you have bigger plans for you, like way more long-term plans. And right now, whatever you're doing, the seeds you're planting now is going to stick with you. This is like a 10-year plan. So it's really important for you right now. Focus on the positive, stay solution focused, focus on the 2 steps forward. When life throws you that curveball, hey, maybe take a break, take a day off. Why did this happen? What do I need to learn from it? Slow down, be patient. Maybe just spend some time with the kids. Maybe you need to get out in the sunshine, connect with nature. Whatever it is, Spirit's probably teaching you something. So 2 steps forward. Let's focus on 2 steps forward and stay solution focused, because whatever you're cultivating in you right now and you're learning, especially through the years, I'm telling you, this is like a 10-year success plan, right? Either you're going to be in a relationship for 10 years or a career for 10 years, or like you're moving somewhere and owning a home for 10 years. Again, it could be past 10 years, but I'm saying Spirit's kind of coming with it 10 years to say, hey, this is not somebody you're going to date for 1 year or a job you're going to have for 1 year. This is cultivating long-term plans. So think long-term, right? Here's the thing. Every day I have a choice. I could stay in that short term. Oh my God, will it be so fun to just do this and play hooky today and like do whatever I want. Or I could actually plan for my future and be goal-oriented. Like, I want you to have the mindset of thinking long-term. Because if you think short-term and in the moment, you're not really getting anywhere. And I want you to stay long-term thinking. Is this benefiting me in the long term? Will this pay off in the long term? Sure, like I said, there'll be times you need breaks and you can play hooky, but if every day is a day of hooky, how are you sitting here being long-term strategy? Think long-term strategy, stay solution focused, and stay 2 steps forward. Don't let those hiccups, those challenges that life may throw at you, do not let them get you down, right? The universe will be coming in to teach you something, cultivate something within you. You may learn something or just slow you down, but I want you to stay focused on the 2 steps forward, okay? So that reading is for Love, Miah. My pen is dying. I think it died. You gotta bury it. It worked. It came back to life. Okay. All right, so last up today is Tiara Wilson. And Tiara Wilson does not have a question, so we will do a general reading for Tiara. Wow, we're going to do love. I feel a sense of heartbreak. Now, that can mean a few different things. We'll see as I get these cards back. That can mean somebody broke your heart. You could feel alone in a relationship, right? Still be in a relationship and feel abandoned. You could even be grieving the loss of, like, doesn't have to be a parent, just anybody. So heartbreak doesn't have to necessarily mean romantic love, but there's something going on with love. So the heart chakra is going to be the main focus of your reading. So as I kind of reshuffle the cards and get these back in there, heart chakra is governed by the color green. Interesting, I'm wearing green today. Got my little Zosite green crystal with some ruby in it. So this is a good heart chakra with the green and pink. Can't lift it up too much. Probably. There we go. Oh, the bracelets too. Same thing. I've got Zosite, but and Aphrodite. They look pretty much the same though. Interesting enough. But yeah. So the reason I was showing those, there are heart chakra crystals, and basically the short answer is green. Look for a green crystal, right? Wear the green clothes. It supports the heart chakra. It could just help support it along the way. But again, that's just general advice. But we're going to pull cards to figure out what's going on with you. Okay, so Tiara Wilson. Yeah, there's just a sadness. It might be a mourning. I don't know if you're mourning a relationship or an actual deceased loved one, but let me see. All right, we've got the sun. We've got the, Board of Inspiration, Page of Inspiration. Who was your inspiration? It's the energy of, okay? When I say the energy of, I'm tapping into that. Not like, I know I do predictions and stuff, but sometimes when I say the father to this, it's like a father role model. It doesn't have to actually be a father. And sometimes it's just the energy of, not necessarily saying it is the father, but like somebody could have been the shining light to you, right? Sometimes it's I'm daddy's little girl, right? And so when they leave this physical earth, there's that grieving process. But again, who's the shining light? Another page. Wow, 2 pages and they're both in reverse. Why does this feel like blocked communication though? Let me see. Because the sun's upright. That could be a spirit guide though. I'm going to grab this other deck, actually. I haven't used it all day today. Oh, it's over here. Let's clarify the page of inspiration. Another page, guys. Wow, 3 pages. That is a spirit guide. Okay, let me clarify the page of emotions. Okay, so this, I'm thinking it's a hello from heaven reading. 10 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Swords, that's the goodbye. Let me clarify the sun upright. And it doesn't actually have to be the father. There's the 10 of Wands. It's the voyage they're on. Yeah, this is more, okay, this is a mourning or a loss, okay? So you can be grieving a relationship. You can be grieving somebody on the other side. And I guess there's the Justice. There's the, oh, wow, I don't know why. Wow, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords upright, and another card. Where'd it go? Temperance. Okay, so whatever happened, somebody was taken away from you. Whether that is by brutal force. God, why did I say that? Listen, I'm a channeler. Things come out, and I'm like, sometimes I hear stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to say that. Like, I just word vomit, and half the time I don't remember what I say because I'm not supposed to remember because it's your reading, right? I don't need to know the ins and outs of your details. So sometimes I hear words, and I'm like, I don't want to say the word broken, and they say it, but you might need to hear that. I'm not hearing the word broken. That was an example of things that happen in other readings. But brutal force, right? So what I could mean by that is literally could be the death of a loved one, right? So obviously, like, people do die from, there are unexpected deaths, and sometimes they are brutal injuries, right? And so that could be what's going on, because there's a huge energy of actually spirit. There's an energy of mourning, okay? And so sometimes, even if it's not somebody died, because this is the energy of, right? I can't sometimes see the details. It's not necessarily meant for me to know. But again, sometimes that's what it feels like. Just let me give you an example of somebody not dying, what brutal force can mean, right? You're in a relationship, you're head over heels, and you think everything is fine. Yeah, sure, you guys have your challenges, your battles, your fights, but you're good, and the rug gets pulled out from underneath you. Like, you come home and they've just packed up their stuff and moved. You come home and there's divorce tables on the table, or divorce papers on the table. You're like, where is this coming from? It like puts your body in a state of shock, right? Maybe in fight or flight, and you're freaking out, and you're just like, oh my God, right? So it was almost like brutal force of the rug being ripped out from underneath you. Again, this could be the departed soul of a loved one. Whatever it is, this is gone. My heart kind of feels a little hollow, and you're probably left with some, either not knowing the why, or maybe you want some answers. Because it ended rather quickly. Whether this person was actually taken away from this earth or your life, they moved on their journey. It does feel their soul contract is complete, but with this, I feel their soul is happy. I honestly mostly feel more of an energy of them on the other side, because I feel I can tell I don't know how to explain energy, right? I channel different energy all the time, so it's hard to be like, this is what happens when I channel. Because when I channel in this reading, it's not what happened in the last reading. So I can I don't take this verbatimly, because next week's reading might be completely different, but I can kind of feel the difference between channeling an earthly energy, like somebody's alive, and channeling a deceased loved one. And I do want to say, I'm feeling way more spirit guides. I'm feeling way more departed loved one. I'm feeling an angel. I'm feeling somebody not alive. It's interesting. As I tap into their energy, I kind of feel a little suffocated, meaning their soul might have been struggling here on this earth. I think that sense of whatever they were hurting with or struggling with is gone. I feel that they're at peace. I feel that they decided on a soul level it's time to go. And I think they found their peace, and they're on their next chapter, their next voyage, and the other dimensions, and they're happy, right? They found their peace, whatever this is, because they weren't in alignment, right? And so, but that's also leaving you questioning stuff. The Sun card, God, I never read it as that, but I'm telling you right now, these are your guides, your angels, everybody is looking out for you. I feel like there's like 1,001 of them like coming down at once, almost like fairies. You probably have huge connection to the fairy realm. They're all like, what can I do? Oh my God, okay, you can't handle cleaning? I wish I could just clean for you. Let me get the broom and let me make you dinner. And I feel like and this literally could be people in your everyday life. Like, you know, when somebody dies, like everybody in the neighborhood starts cooking for you and they come by to take care of you. And it is, I can't, so right now there's such a combination of like the earthly and other worldly realm energies that's hard to tell. So you could be smothered with all these helpful people, which is good. But I'm feeling like all these little helpers. You definitely have a connection to the fairy realm, but I feel like the fairies are like, let me just sweep this up for you. Like, I'll make it. That's what they want to do. They want to help you. There's all this helpful love and light energy on the other side still there. There's definitely companions, love. There's even animals there, because they showed me a dog and I was like, did she lose a dog? And they were kind of like, no, it's like man's best friend. But there's animals there for sure. It's like companion. There's a lot of, wow, that's like a big energy there. There's all these like little helpers, but again, it's funny. Not in like a haha way. It's actually very sweet. Okay. Interesting. Wow, I didn't even realize I did this. Can't show them that way. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. And what was in the middle? The freaking Temperance, right? So you're left kind of literally like scratching your head, wanting answers. Where did they go? What happened? I don't know. But I'm telling you, this is a sense of balance that was needed for them. And I know I'm giving this huge reading on them and not you, but I think what I'm saying about them will affect you. Meaning that even if it's somebody who just left their relationship, right? I think overall, even if they broke your heart, knowing that they're happy and they found their peace will give you a sense of peace that you can move on. And if it's a loved one, then for sure, hearing they're at peace is going to give you peace. It's interesting. This was a no communication energy, the 2 pages in reverse, but it was also like not a win-win outcome. That wherever your 2 souls were going together, I think it was, not that it was destined for this moment, but it was, let me pull a card on that. I don't want to explain that. Because I don't necessarily think it was always going to end this way. But it's not that it was a matter of time. There's the 4 of Fire. It's, what deck do I want? It's very interesting. I don't want to say it could have been worse. Oh, God, it's like right there. There's something still. Let me see what this says. Let me grab a couple card clarifiers on the pages. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Another page. What's clarifying the page? Wow, you might think it was too soon that they left. Oh my God, guys. Freaking Moses. 2 pages. Clarifying the 2 pages. I can't even. I've got 4 pages. Yeah. You think it was too soon, but on a soul level, it's not. Okay. Wow. Page of Emotions and Page of Cups. These were the same card. Page of Inspiration and Page of Wands. These were the same card. God. What clarified them were the exact same cards. A lot of emotion, a lot of entanglement, a lot of grieving, a lot of still, it's not fair energy. But again, I don't want to say it was too soon because I feel like the soul made this decision. I don't think this was a soul contract they had going into this life, but I'm telling you, this was the best outcome for all. And you may not understand that at all. But I'm saying not that it could have been worse, but this is what was needed on a soul level for them. And you don't know why this was important to you yet. Yet. Right? Let's clarify that Page of Cups. There's the other page. We've got 3 Page of Cups out now, right? It's freaking, you're heavily involved with this 3 Page of Cups. This might be your why it's happening. Yeah, they're still with you. They're still with you. You may not know why it's happening. And so you could say, okay, well, they decided this on a soul level, and they're in heaven, and they're watching out for me, and they're my spirit guides, and they're at peace, but, like, how does that benefit me? How does, like, losing a parent at such a young age benefit me? Energy of, right? I'm not necessarily saying that's what it is, but it's the energy of that. Wow, 2 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Pentacles. God, I don't want to say that. It sounds so callous. I don't even know what callous means in the moment. But that's what I just heard in the spirit. When my English dictionary goes away when I channel, I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. Because I don't want it to come off the wrong way. Deep down, here's 2 things are coming in. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, because I was going to say something about self-love, and I didn't want it to come off the wrong way. I was going to say you don't need them. And I was like, God, this is going to sound so bad. Like, the energy of, right, if you lose a parent. Well, truthfully, you come into this, please don't take this the wrong way. Let me finish here, okay? Sure, you are coming to this world alone, and you leave this world alone. In between all that, let me say this first. You're never actually a part of any of them, part of anything. You're never a part because you are them. We all come from the same source energy or God or universe or whatever you relate with. So we're all a part of each other. So you cannot miss something when it is you, okay? You are God, I am God. We all are part of source, however you relate with it. So for me to say, oh, I miss this person, well, technically, you are that person. You can't miss something you're not a part of. The ego and the human mind misses that and develops this separation energy, but who you are at your core is your soul. And so you can't miss a part of you. You know, we're not taught how to access the other dimensions and stuff as we grow up, but like they look out for us. They're just on a different level of consciousness, right? And so they're there with us. We just can't see them in the third density. Now, some of us can if you develop intuition or psychic abilities or whatever, which I do want to say this, anybody and everybody can do. So don't think that like I'm special because I can do this. I spent my whole life not being able to do this. And I talk about on the Third Eye Thursdays how you can open your third eye and become psychic too. So, little side note. But anyways, so that when you're taught how to access the spiritual realm, you can connect with them too, right? You're not a part of them. You can't miss them because they are you. I hope you understand what I'm saying there, right? We're all part of source. We're all part of God. God is broken down into all these fragments or source, the universe. You put all those fragments together, it's one energy. You're just a part of me, I'm a part of you. But we're all part of that same source, God energy. So with that, you come into this world alone and you leave this world alone, right? So on the human side of that, you were born with nothing. You came in by yourself on the human side, right? As a human body, and you leave by yourself in that aspect. So technically, you did not need that. You don't need anything. What do you need to survive on this planet Earth? I mean, food and water. And you guys hear me talk about fasting. Water is even questionable at times. Food's very questionable at times too for me. Water you need to survive, right? But there is dry fasting. You can go without it. I do regular water fasting too. So food's questionable, big time for me. But again, I digress. What I'm trying to say is, what do you need? Let's just say you need food and water to live, okay? But you also need oxygen, right? Okay, I'm totally getting off topic here. I'm sorry, not to be insensitive, but maybe that laughter and humor is supposed to help you on the grieving process. But what do you need on this earth? Technically, you don't need anything, is my point, right? And so this may allow you to grow up, right? And not that like you're codependent on mom or dad or whoever you lost, and it's like, what do I do now without them? Sure, obviously you're going to miss them. If it's a parent or whatever it is, there's so much love there, not to take away from the grieving. But I think it's going to allow you to... God, that sounds so bad. Please don't take this as it's being insensitive. But, and again, I don't think I have it right, but like... I'm hesitant. I don't think... it just sounds bad. It's not... Without them, you can become more self-reliant, independent, and I don't mean that in the human sense, right? I don't mean that in the sense of, oh my God, well, I'm not a mama's boy anymore and I became independent and I make my own decisions. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean that you're independent and you're like, I don't mean it on the sense of like, I mean it on a soul level. That's what I mean it on, for soul growth, right? Because that's one of the reasons we're here, to keep ascending, going through soul evolution. And so, not that this relationship is holding you back, not at all. But you have tremendous room for soul growth. Through this, not because they're gone, but through them parting. I hope that makes sense. So they had to leave because their soul decided and they needed it. And you maybe say, well, how does this benefit me? Well, on a soul level, it's going to give you room to become so independent on a soul level, soul growth. Not here on the human side of independence, right? Because we could still lean on mom and dad and all of them. That's fine. This is on a soul level of independence. This is soul evolution and growth. And so that's why I don't think you understand. But look you're still connected to them, right? I mean, literally, they're right there. You just can't see them. But look at all the energy cords and everything still there. So, sure, talk to them. They're there. They will hear you. Even if you don't hear them back, they hear you. And you'd be surprised. You might actually not necessarily hear them back. You could, but they might be leaving little signs or symbols or messages in dreams or totems, or maybe you smell them or something. But when we are open to the signs, you'll see them. They're all around. You know, we just consciously don't necessarily look out for them because some of us are skeptics and don't believe it's there. I mean, some of us are very open-minded and get signs and symbols and synchronicities all the time. But there's signs still around. They'll leave you ways to know that they're here. Whether it's a light flicker or a scent or whatever it is, they'll for sure let you know that they're around. So just be open and aware that they might be leaving you messages, okay? All right, so that's for Tiara Wilson. Okay, so that's the last spot for today. And oh my God, I just looked at the time and it said 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. That's not for me. That's for you. 11111. Right when I ended your reading, Tiara, that's your spirit guides. Whoever it is, that father energy or whoever passed on their side, that's divine alignment for you and this being. You're not a part of them. They are still a part of you, okay? That is a beautiful synchronicity. Actually, I would encourage you to go look that up as an angel number. Just Google angel number. God, normally I don't go past, that's a lot of ones, right? I look up like angel number 101 or 1111. But hey, I mean, 5 ones, wow. You know, so there's your sign and symbol. You want to know if they're safe on the other side? They just came through to let us know, let you know, with all of those ones, they are safe. They hear your prayers. They are with you, okay? All right, so we're going to wrap up the readings there. Again, I know we're not on the live, but if you guys are watching it, just the video, right, and you guys want to sign up for the free reading, you guys can drop a hashtag for tarot in at the chat, just in the regular chat, right, and then put your question with it so I know what to do your reading on. I will get you scheduled on my end, and I'll get you on the schedule. And then next week, Tuesday, we'll be back live, and I'll have an updated list. So next Tuesday, you could see when to come back to get your reading, right? Because with the hashtag free tarot, you are signing up for a scheduled reading. We are on a wait list, and we are on a wait list into July. So when you sign up, just keep that in mind. July is the soonest I have available, as I take people first come, first serve, okay? And I've got people waiting. So you guys can still sign up through the regular comments, hashtag free tarot. Drop your question in as well. I will get you on my list, and I will update the list next week for everybody, okay? All right, again, you guys are in part 1 and part 2 with me. I'm sorry things were chaotic, but no need to worry. Nobody got hacked. Nothing bad happened, so everything's fine. We'll be back to normal next week. So that's it. We'll wrap up today's readings, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you got anything on this video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. This way I know you got something and it resonated. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a bell too. I want you to hit the bell and turn on all notifications because I do daily videos, and I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. The next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, my loves, till next Tuesday. I'll see you next time. Be blessed.